Welcome to the Women of Fort Mill, South Carolina. I'm Kelly, mom of 2 teenagers, serial entrepreneur, and lover of all things that inspire and empower women. After years of supporting women on their journeys, I'm thrilled to be here to spotlight the powerhouse women who make Fort Mill so special.
And I'm Leah, mom of a very busy toddler and your go-to financial guru for making sense of money and planning for the future. I absolutely love helping women feel confident in their finances. And together, Kelly and I are here to connect you with the stories, tips, and insights that can help you thrive personally and professionally.
Every week, we're inviting you to join us for a quick 20-minute chat with local female business owners, women who are really changing the game here in Fort Mill.
You'll walk away with new ideas, practical advice, and a deeper connection to the community. Whether you're seeking motivation, actionable tips to grow your business, or just a bit of solidarity and the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, you're in the right place.
This is the Women of Fort Mill, South Carolina. Let's dive in and meet the incredible women here in our community.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Women of Fort Mill podcast. My name is Leah Williams, and I'm joined by the best co-host in the world, Kelly Hoover. And today we have quite an amazing episode for you, and one that will resonate with so many women because it's a topic that I think we all are interested in because we all want to live a healthier life. Today, we have a mother-daughter business owner team, which is also amazing in and of itself. They're the founders of COLOGY and are super passionate about helping others live a healthy life in this crazy world that we live in, full of toxins and chemicals. We are all trying to be healthier, help give our kids a healthy future. And they are doing exactly that. Kiersten and Erin, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Could you all give us a little bit of background on how COLOGY came to be in existence, where the passion for this comes from? Obviously, you pour your heart and soul into this, and it takes a lot to run any business, but this one has a really special passion behind it. So could you share a little bit about how this came about?
I think in 2020 is when it all started, when, we were dealing with a health situation in our country. And I just started thinking, how can I be healthier? What can I do? The first thing that I did personally was look at what I was eating and starting to read labels. And oh my gosh, there were things in the food that I was eating I couldn't pronounce. We all do. That was my first step. And then once I started reading labels on my food, I'm like, all right, so everything I put on my body soaks into it. So then I started making my own cosmetic, my own facial stuff and my own hair stuff, doing everything I could so that I wasn't adding any additives or chemicals into my body.
Yeah. And just to go off of that, I became a mom about 3 years ago. And that, in addition to the skincare and things like that, I decided that I wanted kids' products that were all natural, all things that you could ingest. Yeah, COLOGY just came from that. I left the corporate world last year and we decided why not just go for it. People were asking for our products, friends and family. We were on a road trip.
Yeah. And I was an educator for 30 years. And so I retired, and the timing, it just all kind of just came together. So it's been a fun adventure.
It has.
I love that. You know what is so cool is that some of the best businesses that I have seen, especially in our community, are started with an actual need. And that's exactly for both of you. You had the need. You realize there's a lot of people that have the same need I do. And you probably went searching and were like, there's nothing out here and let's do it.
There are other organic, non-additive products out there, but they are extremely expensive. I can't afford $100 for a cream on my face, so I'm like, I'll make it.
And we want the opportunity for everybody
to be able to be
free.
Yeah.
And so that's something we're really passionate about. We keep the prices low. It's inexpensive and they work. And it's just something that we really are passionate about, is bringing it to everyone, because it shouldn't matter how much money you have. You should be able to live tox free.
And I think the other thing is it is inexpensive, but it's not cheap. Every product that we use is 100% organic, 100% toxin free. We have vetted and researched and done so much work to make sure that what's in our products is quality.
And we're on our land. This is our family land that we do a lot of our growing on. And yeah, we also support local farmers with our tallow. We get our
Watson Farms.
and local beeswax and honey and goat milk, all the things. We've been in testing mode for a long time. So to launch and then have so much positive feedback has been really great.
We are now in 45 of 50 states.
Wow, that's incredible, ladies. Congratulations. So we learned a little bit about how you got started and kind of what is inspiring you guys to keep going. But tell us a little bit about some of your favorite products, or maybe the best selling products that women and men and families just in general enjoy.
Number one is Botox in a bottle.
I love that y'all said that like in unison.
I mean,
I am making it every day. That's the thing that you don't.
Tell us, ladies, tell us.
It is a dripper bottle, and in the mornings you put in as much as your face can absorb. I do 5 drops, and I just put it around my trouble area and then just rub it in upward. And when you put it on, you're thinking, this is oily. This is not going to sit well, but it absorbs right into your skin. And then you put your makeup on, and it's so smooth after you put it on because it's, your face has such great hydration. And then at night, I usually do about 10 or 12 drops and put it on and rub it all in. And then we do our night eye cream. And then after that, the facial tallow. And that's our second biggest seller.
Yeah. So the facial tallow, what we really love about it is we render it 4 to 5 times. So typically with tallows, you're going to see like a 2-time render. So ours is very pure. And we grow our own roses and make our own rose water. And so we render it the last time with the rose water. And then jojoba oil goes into it. So really good stuff into that tallow cream. And that's the last step at the end of the night. And you wake up and your skin is just so soft.
I love you guys. You're like, it's amazing. I'm like, Leah, aren't you like, I need that and I need that?
Well, I was scrolling through the website and I was thinking, are these samples? Because even though they're high quality, the prices are so low. That was the thing where I was like, when I talk to them, I'm going to double check. This must be like a little baby bottle or sample.
Well, they're 2 ounces. Both the Botox in a bottle and the tallow cream are 2 ounces, but lasts a long time.
Oh my gosh.
You don't have to put a lot on for it to work.
Erin, you mentioned that you became a mom about 3 years ago, which probably right around the same time. I have a little one who'll be 3 at the end of June. For any mom, I mean, women in general, we want to be healthy and have our skin reflect how healthy the inside of our body is. But for those of us that have kids, it is such a struggle and sometimes one of the greatest sources of stress as we are trying to give them good food without the dyes and the chemicals. And sometimes you just feel like they can't eat anything. They can't do anything. There's bad stuff everywhere.
So overwhelming. It really is.
And then if you add on skin issues and things like that, what have you seen maybe in your own child or just in talking with other moms about using some of these things for children and some of the results that they've seen?
So we've seen a lot of children with eczema lately, and that starts with gut health. It's 1 in 5, I believe, children are struggling with eczema. We use a lot of beeswax, which is great for eczema issues. So I do a kid's beeswax lotion. That's been great. My children don't personally struggle with it because, we try to stay as organic as possible. But a lot of the diaper rash salve is great. It's overwhelming because if you look at what's in the children's products and you can't pronounce it, of course, you're going to have issues. And I believe firmly that where the things that are in these products are making you need them more. Does that make sense? So the chapstick, that's going to make your lips even more dry because then how are they making their money? You're needing to buy more and more. So same with the kids products. And it's sad because it's a money grab and our stuff a little bit goes a long way.
One of my favorite kids products is the Calm Balm for kids, and it's magnesium. It's a magnesium rub. And for kids that are just having a hard time settling at night, you can rub it on their feet and it's absorbed and it helps them to sleep better. We have a lot of kids with anxiety these days too. And you just take it and you rub it on the wrist right there and it helps to calm them. And then the other thing it helps with are the growing pains. You know how kids, they start to ache and you rub it in and it really does help with growing pains. And it's all natural and there's no medicine in it. And we're not doctors. I mean, we're just moms, but it really does help.
I'm jotting all this down. Literally, I have your website pulled up, cart ready. I've been making notes. What am I going to put in my cart?
Another thing that I wanted to talk about is the spring product line that we just launched.
Oh, yeah.
Sunscreen. So we do a sun protectant, and that is scary when you start doing research about sun protection and what we're putting on our bodies. So we use non-nano zinc oxide, which is a naturally occurring mineral. And Mom created it. It's amazing. It goes on sheer, and it's really training your skin how to be used to the sun, because we need the vitamins. We need the sun. So it's a trainer. So we start about May putting it on when we need it. And then by July, our skin is used to the sun. So we don't need the sunscreen, sun protectant anymore.
And there's a big difference. And this is what I learned in my research. There is a big difference between sunscreen and sun protection. Sunscreen, I don't know if you read the bottles, it says you have to put it on 20 to 30 minutes before you go outside. It's because it's absorbing into your skin. It's into your body. If I give any advice, it's do not use sunscreen. Use sun protection because they're very different. There's a lot of chemicals in sunscreen, but protectant stays on top of the skin. It doesn't absorb into your body. That's my wealth of knowledge for the day.
I know that there are a lot of moms like, wow, okay, right now they're just hearing that because I'm thinking, oh, I have 2 teenage daughters and I do use a better quality sunscreen, but I had no idea that I didn't even know there was something called sun protection versus sunscreen. So
Sun protection always has zinc oxide in it. Ours is non-nanos, but it works just as well. It's 30 SPF and waterproof because we use beeswax in there also to keep it from washing off.
wow, so fascinating. So I know there is a lot of women sitting here going, this sounds great. They're like Leah. They're already putting everything in their cart. So tell us, like, how do the women of Fort Mill find you guys? How do they go find your products? Are you carried locally? Can they go online? Tell us a little bit more about how they can get connected with your products.
Sure. So we are online at pharmacologysc.com. We have a Facebook page, Instagram, and then we are actually carried locally in Rock Hill at the Maylee Collective in the mall. If you haven't been there, you have to check it out. It's amazing.
A cool little store.
So cool. And then also Sweet Southern Gals in York carries our product. We're in a Gaffney location, but I don't think they want to go that far.
But it is at the Gaffney Outlets and it's Sweet Southern Gals Marketplace. So if you're there.
And then also Bentley Chiropractic carries our product as well. And that's in Rock Hill. So definitely places to find us locally. Our full product line is going to be on the website. So each location has a good chunk of our products. But if you're looking to see our full product list, the website's the best place.
That's amazing. Okay, well, great. We will also have all their information linked in the show notes and also in our weekly guide all about pharmacology and every way to get in touch with you guys with Instagram. So tell us anything else that you feel like our listeners really need to know about you ladies, about education, or any sort of resources or services that you offer, maybe even special offers that you have going on. We'd love for you guys to leave them with a few more things.
Okay. So we want to offer all of your listeners a 15% off promo. So it's just going to be capital FM 15. And you use that at the checkout. It's going to be 15% off your entire first order. We just really want you guys to try it. Love the products. I always say I love getting a first time customer, but my favorite customer purchase is the second one.
Right.
That means that they loved it so much. And we are seeing those repeat orders and it just
We've had a three-peat. We had a three-peat. Yay.
Yes, that's what keeps us going. You know, we're very passionate about what we do. You know, if you can't pronounce it, don't put it on your body.
Or eat anything that we make, you could eat. Your kids can put it in their mouth. The dog can eat it and they will be 100% fine. You don't have to call poison control. No, we don't recommend that you eat it, but you can eat it and it's healthy and you can really pronounce every word on there.
Every word.
That is incredible. So thank you guys so much. FM15 to get you guys a 15% discount off your first order. We will also put that in the show notes. That is so generous of you. Thank you. I know Leah and I will be carting some things and trying them out for our kiddos and for ourselves. I can't wait to try out the facial things and definitely the sun protection. I'm all over all of that. I'm sure I'll find other things I like too, but thank you ladies for being on. What a pleasure it was spending time with you today. And if you enjoyed this episode of the Women of Fort Mill podcast, specifically these beautiful ladies with pharmacology, please go give them a like and a follow on their Instagram. Share this episode and tag them on their Instagram and tag Women of Fort Mill Podcast. But we would also love for you to leave a 5-star review. You can mention this specific episode. It's really how we truly get the Women of Fort Mill podcast out there so more women can learn and can listen. And so tag everyone. We're super excited that you are on. And if you are curious about how you can be a guest on the Women of Fort Mill podcast, you can head over to Instagram at Women of Fort Mill Podcast. And there's a link in the bio. We'd love to be able to feature you as well. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being on today. It was such a pleasure to chat with you all.
It was our pleasure. It was our pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely. And Leah, it was great to host this episode with you. And we will see you guys on another episode of the Women of Fort Mill podcast. Have an awesome day.
Thank you for tuning in to Women of Fort Mill, South Carolina. We love bringing you the stories of these incredible women, and we hope you're walking away with a little extra inspiration every week. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to rate and review us wherever you listen. It helps us reach more amazing women like you and grow our supportive community.
And for all the latest updates, tips, and behind-the-scenes fun, make sure to follow us over on Instagram, Women of Fort Mill Podcast, and tag us to share what inspires you each week. Plus, join our email list to stay connected, be the very first to know about the new episodes and fun events. Thanks for being a part of our Fort Mill family. We'll see you next week with another inspiring woman right here at Women of Fort Mill Podcast.